So the next solution, so first order differential equations that we have is the Bernoulli's equation. So we can, if we identify first order differential equation as a Bernoulli equation, they can be in the form of Bernoulli in y, wherein dy over dx plus p of xy is equal to q of x times y raised to n. Y raised to n is highlighted because that is the identifying um, feature of Bernoulli's equation when compared to your linear differential equation. So Bernoulli's equation is somewhat a version of a linear differential equation. It's just that y raised to n makes it not linear. No, if this is Bernoulli in x, it's dx over dy plus p of yx is equal to q of y times x raised to n. That's the identifying um, feature, making it a Bernoulli equation. So if it's Bernoulli in y, the solution will then be y raised to 1 minus n times the integrating factor is equal to 1 minus n, then the integral of the product of the integrating factor and q of x dx plus c. The integrating factor is e raised to 1 minus n, the integral of p of x dx. If it's Bernoulli in x, um, the variables will just switch up. The solution will be x raised to 1 minus n times the integrating factor is equal to 1 minus n, then the integral of the product of integrating factor and qy dy plus c. Integrating factor is e raised to 1 minus n times the integral of py dy. Please watch the next video for the examples on Bernoulli's equation. Okay, let's start with the first example. We're given 3y prime plus y is equal to quantity 1 minus 2x times y raised to 4. So, if we rewrite y prime, this becomes 3 dy over dx plus y is equal to uh, 1 minus 2x times y raised to 4. So, from y prime or dy over dx, which gives us a clue, no, if we can test it for as Bernoulli in x or Bernoulli in y. Since it's dy over dx, you can try it to test it in Bernoulli in y. The standard form Bernoulli in y is dy over dx plus uh, plus p of x times y is equal to q of x times y raised to n. So if we try to rewrite the equation or the if we try to write the given into this standard form, we can say, or we can divide both sides by 1/3 para ma-free up yung dy. No? So this will just become dy over dx. Then you'll have 1/3 y is equal to 1 minus 2x over 3 times y raised to 4. So, notice I'm preserving y raised to 4 kasi parang yun yung magiging y raised to n. Diba? So, once you have this form, you will see no, that you have 1 minus 3 as your p of x, which is multiplied to y. And then you have your q of x multiplied to y raised to 4. So, your n is equal to 4. So, you can say it's Bernoulli in y where n is equal to 4. Okay? So, we go straight and look for the integrating factor e raised to 1 minus n, then the integral of your p of x dx. So, your p of x is 1/3, so it becomes e raised to 1 minus 4, then the integral of 1 over 3 dx. So, we can put 3 outside, No? 1 minus 4 is negative 3. So we will have e raised to negative 1 and then the integral of dx, which will just be e raised to negative x. So that is our integrating factor. Putting this into the solution, so since it's Bernoulli in y raised to 1 minus n times the integrating factor is equal to quantity 1 minus n, the integral of the integrating factor times q sub x dx plus c. So we just substitute what we know in the equation. N is equal to 4. So y raised to 1 minus 4 times the integrating factor e raised to negative x is equal to 1 minus 4 times the integral of the integrating factor e raised to negative x times q sub x. So you have 1 minus 2x over 3 dx plus c. Okay? So once you have this, we can just simplify. So this becomes y raised to negative 3 e raised to negative x is equal to negative 3 times the integral of e raised to negative x. We can put 3 outside as well. So magiging over 3 na to. Tapos 1 minus 2x dx plus c. So this just becomes 1, negative 1. Okay. Then distributing, you'll get y raised to negative 3 e raised to negative x is equal to negative the integral of e raised to negative x quantity pala minus 2x e raised to negative x dx plus c. And then we can try to integrate it per term. You can integrate them separately. Y raised to negative 3 e raised to negative x equal to um, we can distribute the negative sign as well. Negative integral of e raised to negative x plus the integral of 2x e raised to negative x dx plus c. Okay. There's also dx. Okay. So for the integral of e raised to negative x, we know that already. We can just focus on the second term, yung 2x e raised to negative x dx. So you can put 2 outside. Sige, labas na natin. And then the integral of x times e raised to negative x dx. We can solve this by parts. Okay? So, if we remember your formula for integration by parts, so we have the integral of u dv is equal to uv minus the integral of v du. So we just let u as your x, then your dv as e raised to negative x dx. So we derive u becomes du is equal to dx, and then dv, when you integrate and get v, so this will just be the negative e raised to negative x. Okay, substituting this, we get 2 outside, and then the integral of integral of u dv, so you'll get uv x times e raised to negative e raised to negative x, then minus the integral of v, which is negative e raised to negative x du, which is dx. Okay, so when you simplify and distribute, this will become 2x, negative 2x e raised to negative x, and then this will just be the integral of uh, the integral of negative e raised to negative x will just be negative e raised to negative x. But then it's negative, so magiging plus e raised to negative x. Negative. Okay? So then including everything, uh, we also have e raised to x on the other combining. So we will have y raised to negative 3, e raised to negative x. Then, may kulang pa tayo. Didistribute pala yung 2 dito. So 2 e raised to negative x. So this becomes the integral of e raised to negative x is negative e raised to negative x minus 2x e raised to negative x plus 2 e raised to negative x plus c. So when you simplify yung mga e raised to negative x, negative e raised to negative x plus 2, so magiging positive y raised to negative 3 e raised to negative x is equal to uh, simply uh, e raised to negative x minus 2x e raised to negative x plus. So this is now your general solution. And I just realized that we are integrating e raised to negative x without um, considering the exponent. Dahil naka-negative yung exponent, that will also constitute to a negative sign. So this will be positive. And then here, pag in-integrate natin naman dun sa loob ng integration by parts, being positive, that it will end up negative. So that will be negative 2e, and then this will be positive. So this will end up as our general solution as y raised to negative 3 times e raised to negative x is equal to negative e raised to negative x minus 2x e raised to negative x. That will be our general. We now go to the second example. We have dx over dy minus 1 over y times x is equal to x squared y squared e raised to y. Okay? So we can just rewrite the right-hand side of the equation. We can distribute the exponent with x squared y squared e raised to y. So comparing it to the standard form of Bernoulli x, we can see that py is negative 1 over y, and then your q sub y is y squared e raised to y. Then you have n is equal to 2, and it's Bernoulli. It's not equal to 0 or 1. We get the integrating factor e raised to e raised to 1 minus n, then the integral of py dy plus c, integrating negative 1 over y, so bringing out negative 1, multiplying it to the 1 minus n, which is negative 1, so that becomes positive 1. The integral of 1 over y is ln y. Ln being decomposed by e, you get y. Then we can multiply that into the solution, x raised to 1 minus n times the integrating factor is equal to 1 minus n, integral of the integrating factor times qy dy plus c. So substituting this will end up with x raised to negative 1y is equal to negative the integral of y cubed e raised to y dy plus c, which this term here looks like we need to do integration by parts. So you have u and dv, the integral of u and dv. So u is y cubed and dv is e raised to y. deriving u, we get du is equal to 3y squared dy, and then you have your v as e raised to y. So doing integration by parts, you will get these two terms, but you'll end up with the second term as another integration by parts. So you have u as y squared dv is equal to e raised to y dy. Then you get du as 2y dy. V is e raised to y. Doing integration by parts, uv minus the integral of v du. You'll end up with another second term that is integrated using integration by parts. So you have u raised to y and dv as e raised to y dy. So after doing integration by parts, you'll end up with negative 6y e raised to y plus 6 e raised to y. So just combine all the terms from the left-hand side, x1, x raised to negative 1y on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, the first term will be negative y cubed e raised to y, because the next term is integrated by parts. Next, first term is 3y squared ey, e raised to y. And then you have the two terms here, negative 6y e raised to y plus 6 e raised to y. Then plus c, that's your general solution.